Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build the looting cow breeder. Now this is a breeding machine for cows, as the name would suggest. However, it takes advantage of a certain exploit involving a looting sword and a splash potion. So for those of you that don't know how this works, what you do is you throw a splash potion at a mob, and while the splash potion is travelling through the air, you switch to your sword that has a looting free, and then when that mob dies, its drops are going to be processed with the looting effect, so that means you're going to get a lot more drops. Now the reason that this works is because when the mob dies, that's the moment at which it processes what's on the sword and it sees the looting enchantment. So by throwing a splash potion, it gives us a little bit of time while the splash potion travels through the air to switch to our looting sword like that, and then that way the mobs will die and we will get the looting effect on all of them. Now this also means that the sword won't take any durability damage, so having it on a golden sword like this is probably the best way to do this, because there's a 10% chance of getting looting free with a level 30 enchantment on a gold sword, and that is actually the best chance that you can get of getting looting free on any type of sword. So as well as that, you're also going to be using the splash potion of harming, which does instant damage too, and the recipe for that will be displayed on the screen now, just in case you don't know how to brew that. And the reason that we have two designs here is because one of them is smaller, and it means that you can use the splash potion twice. So for each harvest of the mobs you'll need to use this potion twice, and then we have another one over here which is designed to save potions, so you only need to use it once because it has a crusher system. So using this machine is really simple. We can climb up to the top using this ladder on the side, and up the top here is where we have our cedar cows. So these are the ones that are always going to stay in the machine that we use for breeding. Now we have a button here to activate a dispenser with water, and so this causes the cows to jump up and down like this, and this makes it much easier to breed than when they're clumped up in a group like that, and it's because they're moving up and down you actually select more cows by holding down right click than you were to when they're all in the same position. So if we hold down right click, they'll start breeding, and let's remove the water and go around to this side, and you can see that on either side here there is a one wide gap, so that means that baby cows will actually be pushed out of the center and they'll fall down to the bottom area down below. Now when they're in there, you can wait for them to grow into adults, and that's when you can harvest them using the looting trick. So we have this red block right here. If we go any closer to the machine than where that block is, then when we throw the splash potion we're actually going to get hurt by it. So we need to stand back here on the red wall, and then what you want to do is aim below this black line here where the chest is, because if we aim any higher then we'll actually damage the cows that are at the top there. So we aim down here, we right click and then press 1 on the keyboard, and the looting effect will be applied when the mobs in the bottom are killed. But because this is the smaller design, we actually have to throw 2 potions, and I've clicked on the chest by mistake like that before they get killed. So once they've been killed, all the drops will automatically collect by the hoppers, which will put them into this chest at the front here, and there is also half a block gap here, so that any XP you get from killing the cows you can collect by standing here. So things work the same with the larger machine over on this side, except we only need to throw 1 potion, and we're also going to do a demonstration here as well. So we're going to use the looting effect on this side and not on that side. There are 15 cows in each one, so I can show you that this does actually work. So let's press the button here and crush these cows, and then they'll be ready to kill with 1 potion. So we want to aim below the line and then press 1. Let's hold down shift so we don't open the chest. And so those cows have been killed with the looting sword, and then if we come over to this side, we're going to throw 1 potion and then another one, and so these ones won't have the looting effect. So on this side where we didn't use the looting effect, we got 56 raw beef and 34 leather, and if we go over to the side where we use the looting effect, we got 61 leather and 74 raw beef. So that is a good example of why this farm is worth using. So now I'm going to show you how to build the looting cow breeder, and bear in mind I've built this with transparent blocks and solid blocks, and their arrangement isn't necessary to how this works. And on the side here we have some extra blocks which are technically not necessary as well, so you can remove those if you want to make this smaller. So at the top here we have a block that does actually need to be a solid block, because it has a button on the side that is going to power the dispenser below, and where the dispenser dispenses its water, that block there needs to be a transparent block or a half slab, because if a baby animal is down below and it grows into an adult and it's standing directly under that block and it's solid, then it's going to suffocate inside that block and die. So to build this, we're going to need an area of land that is 5 blocks wide, 3 blocks deep and 5 blocks tall, and bear in mind that there's going to be some ladders on the front of it as well, and then 5 blocks away from the front of that area is where we put down our red blocks so we know where to stand to throw our splash potion. So to build this, you're going to need these materials. We have 48 building blocks, a bucket of water for the dispenser, we have a stone slab, a button, 3 hoppers, 2 signs, 2 ladders and a chest. So let's build this. We're going to start off by placing a ring of blocks around the outside like this, and then 2 glass blocks with a chest in the middle, and then we're going to go behind that and place the hopper facing into this chest, a hopper facing into that side and another one facing into the other side. So then we're going to place down 2 blocks at the front here and put down 2 ladders like this. We're going to put some glass, then a half slab here, a full block on top and some more glass. And then we're going to go around and fill in all of these blocks, like so. So now we're going to place a dispenser facing into the middle, and below that gap we can place either a half slab or a transparent block, and then we're going to place a block either side of that, and then blocks around the back like this, and then we need to put signs on the block on either side at this level. Then we can put down a block here, a block there, a block on top of each of the signs, so you want to place that on top of the hitbox of the sign like that, then put your bucket of water into the dispenser and put a button on the side here. So that is how you build the smaller design, and now I'm going to show you how to build the bigger one. So if we go back a step to where I made it a cut, we were at this point here. So if you've built it up to this point here, then to build the bigger design, what you want to do is go around the back here and place 3 blocks in a row. Now these are temporary. We're going to place some sticky pistons on them so they face inwards like this, and then we can remove those and place some blocks above them and all the way along here as well, and then place a torch on the side there, put a button on the block below and in front, and then come around the back here and place blocks on the side. Put your glass blocks like that, a block in the middle, and then this block here can be a full block, and then put a ladder at the front. And then we're going to go around to the other side, place the dispenser facing inwards, put the bucket of water inside there, and then place a ring of blocks around the outside like so. And we need to place one above this redstone torch as well, and then we're going to put down a sign on either side, and like before we're going to place blocks above the signs and above the dispenser and right there. And then if we go over to this side, we can put down a button here, a ladder on the side, and then all we need to do is place down the redstone. So we need 3 pieces on this side, 1 over there, 3 pieces above the pistons, then place down 2 redstone torches and 2 repeaters, both of which need to be on the 4th setting, and there you go, you've built the larger design. So there is a question that I always get asked when I make one of these machines involving animals, and that is, how do you get the animals into the top? Well, the answer is really quite simple. What you need to do is just make a staircase out of something like dirt blocks. So a simple staircase like this, and then at the top of this what you want to do is create an area like so. And so then what you can do is grab some wheat, you can walk up slowly like this and the cows will follow you up here. And then when you get to the top here, you can just simply stand over at the corner and they'll try and make their way to you and they'll fall into the hole there. You might also need to make these walls around here a little bit higher as well, so they'll come towards you and then fall down into the hole. So that is everything you need to know about the looting cow breeder. If you want to download the map that you see right here, there is a link in the description box down below. And if you've enjoyed this video and you like the invention, then please do give this video a like and help support the channel. But other than that, thank you for watching and I will catch you next time.